Leo, this is your tarot reading for the end of January or for whenever you find it. Remember, time and energy is fluid, not linear. Some people say it's fractal, which is kind of interesting. That's why history repeats itself, they say. So, I don't know. What do you think? All right, this is our Vintage Wisdom Oracle. Let's see what we have for you. Oh boy, Shadow Self. Ooh, this feels like a Leo card, inner strength, integrating your shadow, healing your shadow. Ooh, shadow work, dark night of the soul, even. Could be hermit energy as well. Moon energy. We'll see. Something is coming up there. Could be getting triggered somehow. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Dragon Fae Oracle for our lovely Leos. Bam. Ooh. Wow. Chamara, web of all life. Look at that spider energy there. Spiders are very creative. Everything is connected. We'll take a look at that in just a minute, see if we can get some additional information. Let's get your chakra energy oracle real quick, Leo, and we will get the bonus cards at the very end. We have two cards coming out for you. We have grounding and holistic health. Aries reading was all about health, making better choices, breaking bad habits, things like that. Very much a body and mind kind of health. So let's see what we have going on for you here. We'll put those right there. It's kind of hard to see all of them, but let's see what we have for Chumara. 35. 35. All right, Web of All Life. So I think this is about looking at that shadow. All right. Yep. Shadow self. I feel like this is what's going on here. All right. Gently revealing who you are in a safe environment, exploring more about galactic consciousness, understanding your own personal and cultural history, bloodline variations, exploring your ancestry. Yeah. Being honest in situations where previously you may have kept silent, refusing to engage in falsehood or false peace, being who you are, becoming more sensitive to vibrational communication and higher vibrational living. Ooh, creating a new family based on values and beliefs that are sacred to you. Being in integrity with your beliefs, understanding your true self is beautiful, powerful, and loving. Activating the web in your life, working with the powers of the four directions. So, coming out of beliefs, revealing more about your true and vulnerable self to family. Working in groups. Oh my gosh, okay. And so, this is interesting. There is something going on here where maybe where you haven't explored your true self. Beyond the mask we all wear of identity, beyond the construct of who we have been conditioned to believe we are, lies your face, yourself. The face is tender and new in so many ways, as you have not shown her to the world before. This face has been protected because the world has seemed and proved indeed at times to be dangerous and unkind, where those of us who feel different are proved to be so as we brave the taunts and finger pointing. But I now tell you that your protections, your armor, and your shield can be removed safely with me. Ooh. So your shadow self, this could be the part of you that has been wounded, the part of you that you have not shown to people here, Leo. Oh. So it's time to just be you. And to not be ashamed of who you are. Yeah, that's what I'm getting here. Oh, look at that. This is wonderful, Leo. I'm glad that this is the first card coming out. It's your card. Whenever you come out, especially in these type of ways, it puts you in a position of power and strength in the reading. So you have clarity. You're letting your light shine here. And I think that is fabulous. This is really good. Let me close this over here. 10 of Wands. This could have been a struggle or a burden here. Sagittarius energy and the star. Look at that. You have the sun and the star. Now, if we get the Wheel of Fortune, that is something truly spectacular here. But the sun and the star are both stars. They're both cosmic energy. This is about that connection to your higher self and just being you, Leo. I find it hard to believe that you would be holding back because you're very charismatic, very outgoing. Look at that Judgment. Wow, Leo. Really starting something new here and letting that old self just be gone. You're stepping into something new here, a new life. Wow, look at that. 10 of Wands on the 10 of Wands. There's no turning back. There's that healing with the 4 of Swords. And that star energy is very cathartic, very healing. You're making a decision here with clarity and self-assurance and happiness. There is something you've been hiding about yourself, Leo. I'm not sure what. I mean, it doesn't have to be anything really crazy, you know? But there's something here that you either haven't been honest with yourself about, you know, and it could be things as major as sexuality or what you identify as, things like that. But this is about no more shame. And maybe it's just that you don't want to do take the path that maybe your parents or society has deemed you should go. This is going your own way. Choosing your own life, choosing your own happiness here, following your happiness like those sunflowers, and stepping into this new version of yourself that's more whole and integrated. Healing that shadow. That's what I'm feeling here. I mean, there has been a lot of things in my life that I've wanted to do, but for some reason just, you know, never went for it. But I am now. You know, so this is calling on you to be brave here, Leo. There you are. Boop. Yeah. Be brave. I'm thinking of the BFG. So I feel like you're making a decision to follow your inner light here, that star. We see it here. And once you make this decision, that's it. There's no turning back. This is way more prominent in this reading than it was in Aries. They're making the decision to move forward too. I think that Judgment is saying you are done with the life you had before this moment, and now you're sticking with this. This is it. Because this is determination to see this through. And it's not so much seeing it through. We do have tens here. It's card of completion. But this is how you will complete your journey on this path, this particular path. Nothing is going to sway you from it. This is it. This is really putting your foot down. This is your path here. This is what you are choosing to carry with you. And so I feel like this is good energy. I don't feel like it's a burden of any kind. This is something you are, the path that you are choosing to walk here. We have communication here with your higher self, with the star energy and the sun, with that happiness, that connection, that love for self. I think it brings you peace with this 4 of Swords. It's healing. This very much feels like you're giving yourself a hug and you're telling yourself it's okay to just be you, you know. Now the one exception would be this message is for us, regular folks. I'm not speaking to anyone that does any harm to anyone else ever. These messages are not for them, This is just for the regular people here. So I think as you harm none, you do what you want to do. And you follow your star, your guiding light, your soul. And not, don't dismiss yourself, is what I'm feeling there. Accepting yourself. You might be different. You might want to do things different than the rest of your family. Maybe they don't understand you. But this talked about creating a new family, being around people that support you and believe in you. Yeah. Oh, Eight of Swords. Look at that. You have clarity on this, though. So whatever was really bothering you, you're going to see it. Page of Pentacles. And the Moon. Yep. There's that period of darkness, facing your fears here. It's not an easy process. But I think you've made up your mind to face this journey here. Trusting your intuition. We have that here. Woo! Lovers, yep, you're making a choice for yourself, choosing yourself here to put your happiness first, not in a selfish way. Look at this, the Page of Pentacles on the Page of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands on the Ten of Wands. Wow. Eight of Pentacles now. Yeah, you're going to work through your fears. You're going to work through it. This definitely feels for some of you like a dark night of the soul, but it's not. I don't feel like it's nearly as frightening as you think it might be. I mean, it may be, but I'm not feeling that. I feel like you're just confronting some things about yourself that, you didn't think people could handle. It's kind of like, there's a spoiler here for Stranger Things. When Will tells his family and everyone else, he tells everyone, at the very end in that little meeting, that I don't want to spoil it if you've never seen it, but he tells everyone that he doesn't like girls, right? So, and that's, to me, it's like, who cares? But even back then it was kind of still a bit taboo and things were kind of weird back in the 80s, and I get it. And he had to confront that fear in front of everyone, So I feel like it's something kind of like that. I'm not saying that you're changing your sexuality or anything like that, but there's something here that you've dismissed about yourself or felt ashamed of, and I'm not sure why. I feel like you're ashamed of something that you think your family isn't going to approve of or something like that. It's not, I don't think it's sexually related or, anything, but I'm not sure exactly what it is. It's in the darkness. It's in the shadow, and it's different for all of you. So you're finally making a choice here, a big choice that's going to affect your life going forward. You're going to deal with this shadow, this thing that's been in your mind. And like I said, maybe it's just because you're not wanting to do what everyone has thought you should do. Something here is changing, and man, I'm feeling that for so many signs. Major transformation. Look at this double Page of Pentacles. You're ready to explore something new here, to start something new. We have that with Judgment for sure. You're making a committed choice here with that Ten of Wands. This is your new path, and that's it. So this could be a new course of study. You might be changing what you do for a living and having to kind of start over. Like maybe you were in a certain industry and it's just not really what you feel you want to do. And what you really want to do is something so wild and out there, you think everybody else is going to think you're crazy, but it doesn't matter what they think because this is your life. If you want to be a mortician, go be a mortician. You want to be a beauty tech? Do it. Nurse, whatever it is you're being drawn to, it doesn't matter what other people think. Maybe you want to work on a farm all of a sudden. Who knows? But this is saying that whatever this new thing you're going to pursue, you got to stick with it. There's no plan B or option C. This is it. And, you might have to learn some new things here. but I think you're doing it. There's some kind of change happening here for you, Leo. I'm not exactly sure what it is. I'm so perplexed that it's so deep in shadow, that so many of you are feeling this pull to do something different. And so we have this moon energy, following your intuition, just like with that Eight of Swords, into the unknown, into the dark. Now, this could be very literally shadow work, okay? Because we have this path to mastery, mastering yourself, mastering your shadow self, okay? It could just be that. And that's good. That will be a triumphant moment when you've integrated yourself, because it's not about conquering the shadow in a way. It's about loving yourself, loving all aspects of yourself, accepting yourself, and just being who you are. And so this could just literally be that, or it could be facing your fears regarding something that you want to master. So there could be I feel like there's something you want to do here that is outside the norm, but you're Leo. You can do anything you want to do. And this is a path to mastery. This is saying, hone your skills, learn, add to yourself and your skills and your knowledge to make yourself more valuable. That's what this is saying. You might have to face your fears with something here regarding this. Really putting yourself out there. There could be you might be struggling with a fear of rejection, or thinking it's not going to work out, because that Eight of Swords could encompass a lot of different things. Feeling, insecure, or, any kind of negative introjects in your mind telling you that it never worked out before. Why would it work this time? And blah, blah, blah. Well, the energy is right this time, let me tell you. The energy is right to follow and work on some kind of impossible dream. The time is now to do it. That's what I've been feeling for a lot of signs. Page of Swords. You're getting attention. 10 of Swords with the Judgment. Wow. That combo has been coming up a lot for people. King of Swords. Possibly a mentor. Could be you. It could be an expert. Look at all these swords down here, Leo. We usually get a lot more fire in our fire readings, but look at this. This is something. This is clarity. But whatever this is, man, we definitely have a completion. Something is done. There's really no turning back here. Four of Wands. Commitments and partnerships. 9 of Wands. Now we have some fire coming in, right? Ooh. Ace of Pentacles. New opportunity here coming in. Okay. But it's only because you're facing some kind of fear here. Gotta go for it. Page of Swords, 4 of Wands. The Page of Swords is that looky-loo kind of energy. And 4 of Wands is partnerships, commitments. Now, this could go a couple of ways. This could be someone looking at you and thinking, oh, wow, man, I'm interested in that Leo. They're pretty bold and brave facing their fears. They have a lot of tenacity. I like that. And so this could be a new partnership coming in. This is new with the Page of Swords. Probably not reaching out yet. Sometimes this can be just a watching, lurking kind of energy. This could be you, though, looking at your commitments and partnerships, thinking about it, studying it. Which ones are the most beneficial to you? Do some of them need to go? Because you have a sword here, you can cut things out. Which ones of these are the best for you that can help you move forward? Supportive, right? You want supportive people. You want stability. You want real true friends here, I feel like, with this. So that could go either way for some of you. It could be communication. Might have something to do with this. So something is ending here with this 10 of Swords. This could be you leaving a situation. Something is ended. It could be work. It could be a lifestyle. It could be partnerships, commitments. Something is over here. It's done. And I feel that with the judgment, that you are ending something and beginning something new, completely new. And with that double 10 of Wands, you are firm. You are committed. And with the 9 of Wands crossing this 10 of Swords, woo, you have learned a lot. Because the 9 of Wands, this is that wounded warrior energy. This is saying that, man, you are tough. You are brave. When you're knocked down, you stand right back up and you try something new. Try again. This is that part of that energy that goes into that 10 of Wands of not stopping, of never giving up. This is also having firm boundaries because the 7 of Wands is embedded in this. So you're standing firm with this decision to start a new life here, to let this old one go, because this could represent just your old life. It is, that's it. This really is a no turning back moment. Now this right here could be a mentor, new opportunity, an expert in something, or perhaps you're seeing your own opportunity that you have with this eagle eye vision with the King of Swords, Aquarius energy. This is long-term, big picture thinking. And that would be great to have in a mentor as well. But this could be an offer coming in, this Ace of Pentacles, or you finally seeing it for the first time. You know, all the opportunity that is around you. This is wonderful. It's just potential. You have to put your action to it to make anything out of it, but something is coming in for you. As soon as you let all this stuff go and you start this new path, it feels like, bam, here it comes. Here it comes. It's in alignment with you. Is what I just heard. It's in alignment. Woo! I have goosebumps. I have goosebumps. Canary spirit, sing your own song. Wow. That's what this has been saying the whole time. Just be you. Some of you play the flute or in band or some kind of music. Wow. This is about you just being you, Leo. Embracing yourself, being happy. A rebirth is assured. That's what the Scorpio energy is. It's death, reincarnation, regeneration, rebirth, cycles. Wow. You are ready and the time is right. The time is now for you to sing your own song. The time is now for you to choose your happiness. Because why not? Why wait another day? Ask for help. Angels are celestial beings who protect everyone. And the fairies say, now is the time for you to ask for angelic assistance. There you go. Ask for support on this journey. Ask for the right people, places, things to be put on your path. Journey. Look at that. And the rabbits are lucky. It's time to prepare for a journey. It may be impromptu or planned. Either way, make sure you're ready. When the time comes, pack your passport now. So there could be some travel happening here. Definitely like a spiritual type traveling. Yes, man, interesting reading here. Major rebirth. Deep knowing. Trust your intuition. And regeneration. This is coming out for a lot of people. And I just said that. Reincarnation. Rebirth. There we go. Wow. That feels like a phoenix type fiery energy. Rooster. An arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Just beware of those people, right? Broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. This is just saying there might be a detour. The way you see forward, the universe might have a better path. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Detours happen. You have spiritual love, so spirit is definitely with you right now. Oh, I love this card. A goal-oriented person. That's that Ace of Pentacles. It feels like a target. When you have a target, when you know where you're going, or at least have an idea, that's so much better than aimlessly wandering. We have kite, vacation. We have vacation and travel and journey here. So you might be going to meet this expert here. And you have bell. There's an announcement. You might be making an announcement with that judgment and the Ten of Swords. You know, if it's work related, you might be saying, take this job and shove it. I had my son listen to that song for the first time the other day, and he was like, whoa, that's cool. All right, Leo, that is your reading. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Hit that like button, share, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.